Start your esports career now at play.eslgaming.com.
Team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining.
Welcome to the ESL
5 seconds
Genting
remaining.
Qualifiers. We have Team Spirit versus MEGA-LADA, and we're going to jump right in there.
Radiant team pick.
Perfect. All right. So we're not used to this professional setup.
This is really advanced.
Like,
this is impressive stuff.
Honestly, the camera is far too high quality for us. All right. MEGA-LADA versus Team Spirit. Obviously, MEGA-LADA, I don't have much of an idea about their players.
Yes, me neither.
Broxy, I've seen him before, but that's
team
it. Right. So let's have a look at the draft. Opening up, Team Spirit open with Shadow Shaman. One of the favorite picks of this turn, like patch, kind of pushing, disable.
I would say very, very strong, especially for zoning the offlaner. Him and Bane are probably top tier. None of them compare.
Weird thing about Shadow Shaman, they kept on making his auto attacks way stronger. Like, you know, just 4 damage at a time.
And then 20. Came out of nowhere, right?
And he hits for like 75 at level 1 with no items. It's impossible nearly to offlane as a solo laner. But,
you know, he went from getting bullied to becoming the bully. That's just what happens when you get picked on for so long, right?
You work out.
Yeah?
I think a good answer though is the Night Stalker, like a hero that doesn't really want to stay in the safe lane. He does want to pressure the with the offlaner a little bit. Any sort of extra disable, like the Void from Night Stalker, can just make Shadow Shaman's life.
Yep, especially when it's nighttime. That's when he kind of hunts heroes like Rasta that are very slow, immobile, don't want to be. He's a hero that wants to sit in the back lines, right? He does not deal well with these heroes getting on top of him.
Let's talk about the bans there. The Drow Ranger ban, Mega just fearing the all-in kind of push strategy. And Team Spirit, as far as I've known FNG, he's always liked Drow. Like, he's been a player that, as a captain, picks it for his team a lot. They usually do it with Visage or Visage.
Yeah. Back when they had Lil on VP.
Yeah. He was a big favorite. Let's see.
Radiant
so is this going to be, this is an offlane Jakiro, or is it a 5 position? I guess we don't really know, right? MEGA-LADA, don't have a whole lot of information on them.
No clue, really. Both of their heroes can do both, right? You could play either as a 4, you could even play Jakiro as a 5. Very kind of versatile opening. Whereas Team Spirit's draft, it's definitely a little bit more obvious where they're going with it, right?
Yeah, I mean, MEGA-LADA is, the opening is a bit flexible, but I feel like it is going to be both supports. Just because when you see the lanes, Shadow Shaman, Slaughter, even with Jakiro and Night Stalker helping the lane, they probably can't do a whole lot.
Yeah. Like, Jakiro doesn't sound like he wants to go near the Shadow Shaman lane, right?
Man, it sounds pretty tough for him to do anything.
Enchantress. Why did they only ban Morphling earlier in the game? What's happening? Like, I thought Morphling was first pick material. No matter what. I think that hero is the most broken thing in the entire world.
I think there is a huge difference from a first pick Morphling as compared to like a 4th or 5th pick Morphling. I feel like he's very strong, but there are probably some games where he'll look like complete garbage as well. When his lane's contested, heroes like Ancient Apparition make his attribute shift do pretty much nothing. So there are answers to him, but he's still very difficult to deal with for sure.
This hero, though, he has no counters.
None, huh?
No, absolutely 0.
Just imbalanced.
The hero does it all. He makes your carry immune to magical and physical damage.
Wow.
On paper, this conceptually sounds ridiculous.
How can somebody beat him then?
I don't know. It's impossible.
Well, apparently Razor. That's a good hero. You can always static link him up in the lane.
Yeah, it goes through the repel as well, so he can repel himself and it still continues. Yep. He's fast, so he can kind of overpower the degen aura.
It's a very nice response to this Omni Knight with a potential Night Stalker in the lane. Right, like now, all of a sudden, they probably had this idea that they want to play around this Omni Knight, and then lane's counter. It becomes super difficult to adapt to their strategy afterwards.
Yeah, and their draft kind of, like Jakiro, not a hero that it really screams like farm or needs items. Night Stalker doesn't really need items either, so Omni Knight was definitely meant to get quite a lot of priority in the
Yes,
draft.
yes. They wanted to snowball him big time and play off his lane and play off the pressure, but now they're going to have to think of something else.
Dire team
Let's
pick.
see. Mirana, okay.
Mirana.
I like Mirana against Shadow Shaman, a hero that has to stand still while channeling his shackle. It's easy to arrow.
Yeah.
It's also a very fast-paced hero.
Yes, for sure. It's one of these carriers that just gets level 7, boom, ready to go. Also nice against the Razor.
You can leap, yeah.
10
So the tempo from
seconds
MEGA-LADA
remaining.
is basically early game aggression
Mm-hmm.
with these 4 picks now. They could.
5
What do you think they
seconds
should do
Radiant
with their
team
last
back.
pick? Can
I
they?
feel like they need to react to this lane, right? Like the safe lane Razor, Omniknight's not going to get anything in the lane. Maybe they want to go for like some sort of aggro lane, or just something to give Omniknight a better matchup, because when he doesn't have that good start, right, that's when you see the arcane boots come out super, super slow, under-leveled, everything. So they need some way to make
10
this Omniknight pick
seconds
work
remaining.
without having to throw him down bottom lane, just to the dogs.
Holy crap! As well, Dragon Knight,
seconds
a hero that's very active in
Yes.
the mid game, and that's kind of MEGA-LADA were kind of relying on maybe Mirana or with Jakiro Nightstalker to kind of pair up and make space for Omniknight. Now all of a sudden Dragon Knight's going to be applying pressure.
Mm-hmm.
I think Team Spirit's draft is
I think it's very good.
extremely strong.
Yeah.
So
I think the way they responded to the lanes and to what MEGA-LADA have is super, super good, right? There's not that much damage, especially from the mid lane. Like, when they come in to gank this DK, like when he's level 6, it's just, he's not a fast kill at all. And then you'll have this super strong group up, right? DK hits 6, Shadow Shaman hits 6, can run down all these lanes. And it kind of...
they even have two frontline tanks, right? They have Razor and Dragon Knight just on the front lines. And
Very true.
Who initiates? What, does Nightstalker run up and give him a void and then run away? Is that their plan?
Dire team
and that's when he
back.
gets stunned and just dies, right?
But I'm struggling here, Brax. They need
Well.
they need an initiator,
Mhm.
really hard carry for MEGA-LADA. That's what I think. Anyway, they need to be able to play into the late game because their mid game isn't going to be able to beat them,
Mm-hmm.
and they need to be able to use Omniknight late game, right? And the vision from
10
Nightstalker.
seconds
It's
remaining.
interesting to think that their mid game is weaker while they have an Omniknight, right?
Yeah.
And it feels like it comes down to lane
Radiant
setup. And these
team
heroes that are
pick.
actually good against Repel. Tiny comes out, okay.
Huh.
So
Wait.
what is this?
What is this?
Is this a support Tiny with
Could
an
be-
offlane Slaughter, or is this just an offlane Tiny?
Now, I've seen Phobos
Mm-hmm.
play offlane Dragon Knight before,
Oh, that's true. I've seen it as well.
so maybe it's a CIS
could be
thing.
it.
Yeah.
10 seconds
Huh.
remaining.
You know, when you look at these support heroes, they don't do a whole lot to Dragon Knight. They're pretty low
5
damage,
seconds
low kill threat.
remaining.
Especially if you want to like play around this Omni Knight.
Yeah.
Then he kind of has a pretty decent lane, but I guess it does depend on what the carry is. What do you think?
Okay. They have a lot of burst damage now with Tiny,
Mhm.
as like he does what 1,200 burst damage. So you can't pick really a squishy hero. He needs to go late game. They have a lot of minus armor with Razor and Slardar, a lot of physical damage. It's really hard. I think you could go one way and maybe go like. They don't even have an intelligence hero, Team Spirit, so you can't pick like an anti-mage or.
You think this could be like a Slark? Hero that gets on top of these heroes in the backline? I guess
Silver Edge.
I don't know.
They're going to group up and push though. Slark doesn't
Yeah.
like that.
He's awful against that for sure. I don't know. I don't see a single hero that can round out their draft that nicely. Maybe they have to get a bit creative.
What do they have? Bando, Terrorblade, last pick. Okay, so illusions. Tinker. Okay,
Choose
that's
your
pretty good.
hero.
Like, it's not bad, right? Late game, can push out the waves, can stall the 5-man push of
Yeah.
Team Spirit.
Pretty good last pick for sure. So what is this? Full boss Tiny?
Seems it, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, we've seen this before when they change up the camps where we pull.
Is it
Can't
like
do
the
that
win
anymore.
playing,
Dragon Knight?
is that PA?
Oh, Jesus, you're right. It might be PA. Is this a new Arcana?
I'm not too sure.
Unlocked after a lot of dollars?
It honestly looks exactly like PA. The color scheme
Yep.
is just,
For me, it's the mask.
yeah. I just colors for me. I just associate heroes with colors.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go into game. Alright, game 1. Mega versus Team Spirit. Let's see what happens. Going like just from the draft
Mhm.
into the pre-game, I definitely agree with you, Brax. It's very, very difficult for Mega to kind of come out into the mid-game
Prepare
ahead as they
for battle.
planned with the Omni Knight pick.
You know, maybe this Tinker pick helped their draft out quite a bit. Like, he does seem pretty good against what they want to do, right?
Yeah,
When the
I
March of the
agree.
Machine comes out, how can you push from that? Get rocket spammed. Nightstalker gives you extra vision for that as well. Could be good.
Okay, let's talk about the players from Mega because I'm pretty sure. Well, a lot of viewers mightn't be too familiar with them. So we have Asmodeum on the Jakiro.
Okay.
On the Priestess of the Moon, Del Rey. MB124W on the Night Stalker. Easy, just rolls off the tongue name.
Yep.
And then we have Broxy. Broxy has been, his name is definitely familiar. He's been around a little bit, playing as Tinker. And then...
oh boy, this one's all you. Yep, I don't know.
Yeah, I apologize. I'm going to go for it. Moko in Chapato.
There we go. We got Chapato.
Chapato. I don't know what to call him.
I don't either.
We're going to go with Chapato.
All right, it's Chapato.
On the night. All right, so we're going for a quick pause.
All right, whipping out the smoke break.
What do you think about, all right, their choice to send the Tiny to the off lane instead of, like, I don't know, they could have done a few things, right? They could have sent Dragonite there, they could have done an offensive lane. Do you think Tiny will be able to get a lot out of this lane? Like,
I feel like he'll get enough. He'll get experience, and then eventually when he hits like higher levels, he'll be able to pressure the lane with some sort of rotations, right? Like, he has a lot of damage potential when he gets to level 4, 5-ish.
The thing I worry about, like, Princess, or Mirana, sorry.
Get it right.
She hits, like, usually quite weak, right? Her right clicks are not really that good, but her attack animation is good, and her attack speed is good. So, a hero like Tiny who has 0 armor, he does have a shield. He will get bullied quite a lot.
Yeah, he's going to need more than the shield to survive this lane for too long. I agree. But, you know, this actually feels like a game where DK could have been offlane.
Yeah.
You know, Mirana Jakiro, not a huge amount of harass.
They do nothing. Maybe that's some of the logic in picking a mid hero. Maybe Mirana originally was supposed to go to the mid.
I think so.
Yeah.
And then I think they adapted their draft pretty nicely to what they felt like they needed. Honestly, DK, this guy controls the tempo of the game, right? You want him to have a good start, usually. So, they're going to do just that.
Generally, any hero that right-clicks a lot doesn't do well 1v1 mid versus Dragonite. Like, he can beat, like, even Queen of Pains, which sounds insane.
Right.
But Tinker, as far as heroes go, as we see here, he just lasers, gets the miss, but I like to win, managing to get the CS with the Breed Fire. Very nicely done.
Secured the range creep, he's good to go.
This looks so funny. Like, look at this mid lane. There's just 4 heroes just bashing the head off each other.
Yep.
Both teams trying to secure their mid laner, their temper controller, the early game. And it seems to be, you know, pretty passive. No one really has a stun apart from Shadow Shaman, and even if he does it, the Void to counterplay it. So it's just going to be them whacking each other for a while.
It's more like an annoying lane, right, where nothing really happens.
Yeah.
They just kind of prevent each other from getting a few last hits, but let's talk about the lanes up top. Omni Knights. He's in a pretty tough lane, but he can get experience and stuff, but it's not the same because you usually want to be able to play off this guy's pressure, but when you have a lane disadvantage like this, it becomes really hard to play off.
Sending the Tinker mid actually heavily helped them, right? So all of a sudden Shadow Shaman's down the top lane. Yep. Omni Knight's not that worried. He can always run away from the Razor. Oh. Whoa, what?
How did you miss that?
How does Tiny get a solo kill at level 2 on a Jakiro?
Come on, gotta step up the camera work, Shane.
That's not on me. I'm not taking heat for that one.
Mid lane.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Good action.
Reaver, just getting out in the nick of time. Another pause.
Thank God they paused. Now we can compose ourselves. We got the mid tri-lane going on.
No, what happened bottom?
I don't know. I missed it as well. I guess he clicked them down.
What? He clicked it. Okay, Tiny does have boots. I presume Jakiro doesn't. Yeah, he has 0 items. He has 2 clarities, so he has no stats. He has no way to escape. It does make sense.
All right, Tiny, just the best hero in the game, apparently. Taking over.
It seems so. I think, in general, these teams, the difference in skill might be a little big.
That is fair. So, I mean, they can actually play off this Tiny quite nicely. Look at his farm. He's got 10 CS, a kill to his name.
What?
What is he, top of the net worth?
Yeah, unless... I'm not switching the net worth yet. You'll have to wait and see.
No, he is top of the net worth. He's doing fantastic. All of a sudden, you have your super snowballed off-lane Tiny.
That is not the plan for...
No. And, you know, mid lane looks like the off-lane now. Maybe this is the plan all along.
So they actually technically did send Dragonite to the offlane. They just didn't tell anyone about it.
Yep, just happened to be in the center.
Interesting.
Okay, so I feel like Team Spirit are winning out on 2 out of 3 lanes right now. Mid lane not going so well, but DK still getting experience at least.
It's hard though. Like Dragon Knight needs levels. You want 6 as quick as possible. In this lane, the dual lane, he's only level 2 at 3 minutes in.
He really does not like these dual on dual lanes.
No.
They do not feel good at all for DK.
Bottom lane just bit of messing. Oh, they're going for the kill. They don't have a lot of damage and 4 stick charges on Tiny.
Alright, just tickling him.
Yeah,
We were talking about Tiny having no armor, but Mirana hits like a kitten as well.
it's true. Especially when you have such a good start, right? He's nearly level 4 on Tiny. Morana's like the exact same level. So generally, you want your carry to be favored in levels pretty heavily. When you're oh, I never even thought about this. Right? They have Night Stalker on their team. Night Stalker is the one babysitting the safe lane. It's coming up to nighttime in 15 seconds. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna leave Morana?
I would assume so. I don't feel like he can pressure this Tiny. There's nothing for him to do down there. You know, ideally, you'd want to play with your Omni Knight at that point in the game, right? But Omni versus Razor, nothing's going to happen up there. I guess you can try to make some plays around mid, like catch out the Shadow Shaman, for example.
I guess so. Let's see what's happening here. Yo.
It's gone.
FNG. I don't like the way the players don't have their real names. It's pretty.
Yeah, that's
it's
annoying,
real hard.
isn't it? Don't worry, I'll have a word with him after the game.
Good.
Alright, so it's nighttime, but Night Stalker is only level 2, almost 3, but I'm not sure what he can do.
It's a difficult gank, this one.
Yeah.
They do have a lot of burst from the Tinker, 2 points in laser.
Yep.
It's unusual seeing a Tinker so under-leveled.
It is, isn't it?
Minute 4.
You know, DK actually has the same CS as Tinker still, even though he's been getting, it looks like, destroyed in lane because he's always sitting at no HP, but now I guess he's fine because he hit level 3 and he's got a ton of regen.
So we were talking about in the draft, you know, Tinker may be the savior of the draft, right? He enables them to defend and split push at the same time, which is pretty rare for a hero.
Yeah.
In this game, though, when he's so far behind, you know, the bot's timing is going to be kind of slow.
Yep.
His level progression is going to be slow. It's going to be a lot harder. FNG catches out MB here.
MB 1, 2, 4 in
Fiver
some
going
trouble.
in.
Dyer's top
Oh,
tower is
they get the
under
crush
attack.
off, but he manages to get over the ledge. I think he's good to go.
He looks good.
Yeah,
He's gone.
He's piecing.
Still, though, this is Night Stalker at nighttime, not making the most aggressive plays because he just can't. There's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Ideally, he'd be able to kill Tiny, but Tiny's owning. So it's just not the case.
I'm not too sure what they're like. It's all on Tinker, right? Maybe you tell Tinker get marching the machines. We'll stack some camps. Oh, what? Illidan killed Omni Knight?
Right, took him for a walk.
Okay. Oh, that's because Omni Knight used his TP earlier to escape here. We watched it. We didn't really say anything about it.
Oh, okay, that's right.
And then he didn't have TP. Illidan, aware of this, just dives him.
Yep, 80-second cooldown on those TP scrolls.
That's a very heads-up play from Illidan.
All right, so we're talking as if you know, MEGA-LADA are kind of panicking, right? They need something big, and because it does feel like that, honestly. Tinker, this is the hero that potentially can win the game for them, right? If he has a good start, but we haven't seen that good start. 20 CS at 6 minutes, not great.
He's holding the point. I like this. He's holding his level 4 point, waiting to see if you know, maybe we can use March to farm up some creeps. And it's kind of looking like that. Ideally, you want to max the laser and rockets to take advantage of the Night Stalker, right?
Yeah, so you can actually get some ganks going.
Oh, top lane. They use the Moonlight Shadow.
No detection.
No detection. Okay. They can still follow him. But
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
he is good to go.
Still, that's the catapult on the tower with a ton of damage stolen from Razor. Lots of pressure being applied.
That was the support's doing. FNG, level 3.5.
Radiant structures are fortified.
He's the kind of hero I kind of focus on when I'm playing. I try and always get my Shadow Shaman 6 as soon as possible. I think it changes the tempo of the game so much. Being able to push a tower as a support.
Oh yeah, big time.
They're trying to initiate onto Biver. Illidan's pretty tanky. They managed to get one
Gets him,
kill.
alright.
Okay.
FNG's next.
What's the mana situation? They have Void to cancel the TP.
Well, he can turn into a flying dude too if you'd like. Yeah, he's done.
Night Stalker's very loud in my headphones.
He is. He's screaming at me. My god. Oh, mid lane. Phobos coming in. Here's the stun.
Let's see. Oh. Yeah, they have a lot of lockdown.
That's just... Oof, that's cruel.
They have a lot of lockdown. This is nearly level 6 Tiny.
Yep.
Dragon Knight. uses his ulti and they just start pressuring the tower. Now Illidan rotates from the safe lane. You know, this isn't a I want to click creeps and CS kind of game.
Definitely not.
Not at all.
They're just rolling from tower to tower, making the enemy team respond. And Tinker's here to stop the push with his level 2 March of the Machines.
And no rearm.
That's right.
Not a pretty sight. Top lane, if you compare the pushing power of the squads, well, they do have Jakiro with the liquid fire. It's not completely useless, but it's only level 1 at the moment. When he gets a few more levels,
it's pretty good once Jakiro hits level 7, right, or level 5. Then it'll be much better. But they took 2 towers pretty much for the price of 1 even after.
And free Phobos free farming in the offlane as well.
Yeah, very true.
He has his threads. Soul Ring. Look at his HP. Can we have a talk about this for 1 second?
Oh boy.
1.5k HP.
How did this happen, Mr. Frog?
At 8 minutes 40 seconds. Like, this doesn't feel natural.
Yep, up top, Illidan getting chased, but he's pretty low. Yeah, he should be okay.
14 stick charges.
Oh, maybe not.
Bro, I don't know about this
the
one.
Clicks?
He's just gonna stick.
He's got a fat stick.
Yeah. Oh, you made me miss that kill bottom.
I know. That was all part of the plan.
Like, they're just creating space top lane. Nothing. Oh well, FNG might actually die here. Yeah, a lot of space creation from FNG.
That's right. The most space.
Maybe they were expecting a TP. I'm not sure what that was. Interesting, but it doesn't really stop.
Right. It's a kill that doesn't change the game. The game still plays out the exact same, where Team Spirit have control of pretty much everything in the early game. It feels like, except now they're starting to make rotations down bottom.
The one thing, the last patch, it really feels like kills don't mean anything. Pre-15 minutes,
it's what happens after the kills that matter, right? If you can take the kills and then transition it into a tower, you're golden. But
that was always kind of the case, but it feels even more prevalent in this patch.
Teams are just getting better.
Arrow through the bush, doesn't hit. I like to win.
He's gone.
And he's out of there.
All right, that's that.
Mid lane. Okay, that was a huge rotation from Mirana, right? She comes all the way down here to get this kill.
She ports down, uses the shrine, and then they get nothing.
Yeah, we talk about her being a tempo controlling hero. She's not controlling on it.
No, there's no tempo being controlled.
Beaver getting another kill here.
So how do the Radiants change this game? How do they progress? DK, oh boy, Jakiro, Dino's dragon brother.
What the hell? They're not related, are they?
I don't know. They're probably from the same family.
I'd say so. You think Dragon Knight is his dad?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
They're related, Shane, not parent. That's come on.
I'm not sure how that works.
All right. Well, now it's daytime, so what do? They couldn't accomplish anything at night. Pretty much feels like whenever DK has his ult up, he makes something happen.
It's everyone. Look at this, right? I'll zoom out here. Everyone stand near Tinker and protect him.
Make sure he gets farmed.
Because if Tinker doesn't get farmed, we're shagged.
Yeah.
Bottom lane. Night Stalker's keeping in. Tinker as well. This is a big commitment. They have a lot of cycles of spells available on the Tiny, so.
Oh my
god, the damage! What are they? Illidan has 112 stolen damage. Boxy's gonna die. Oh.
Alright, so that's what they wanted not to happen.
Yeah. So they had this kind of like safe, almost nest in the middle lane for Tinker. He was chilling in the mid, farming away, and he left his nest. He tried to fly, but he fell flat on his face.
Oh no. Needed some more nurturing before he's out ready for the real world. Alright, so Tinker's route to travel timing is looking very, very slow at this rate. There's honestly not a lot of farm or places he can farm on the map, right?
There's no availability of farm.
Yeah.
No. What do they have going for them, right? They have the late game. That's their play. Stall. They have the march up now. It's not ideal, but it's something.
That is true. It is very hard to push tier 3s into a Tinker if you can't ever catch him out, right? These heroes aren't the greatest at finding Tinker.
That's
true, but then no other story is when Biver gets his blink, right? He's 1k gold away, top lane.
Dropping the snakes.
Going for the solo kill. Easy game.
Is that worth it? Would you do that?
No.
Me neither.
But now he farms this creep camp.
Oh, okay, now it's worth it. There we go. He's cashing out. Now it looks great, doesn't it?
It does. Look at his gold is flying up.
When you look at it on paper, those are some 700 gold Rost awards.
No, I never really thought about it like that, actually. I just think about the towers and me not killing them.
Yeah.
That's That's what I'd be worried about. But, you know, I think they'll be okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you notice the way
middle tower
where
is
FNG
under
was
attack.
playing? He was playing in between 2 observer wards
Yeah,
on his
just
own.
walking back and forth,
Yeah.
looking for a pick.
Oh.
It's good.
Oh, they catch Illidan bottom lane using the Moonlight Shadow, actually.
Big kill.
That is huge. I didn't catch that one. It's a big, like, what was he doing?
He's out pushing lanes. He's farming.
Interesting.
You know, the map is dark for the Radiants.
Well, he did die, but realistically, it's a 4-man rotation. Tinker's not farming. Like, he does have his boots of travel now, so they do have the kind of global-ish presence.
The only globalish presence they're going to be having is farming these creep Shane. They're not going to be fighting
They
too
killed
much.
Illidan. But
They did?
Yeah, you can keep it down.
All right, that's true. They did kill Illidan.
That's it though.
Yeah.
That's all they've got recently. It's something.
I know what you mean, though. It's a kill. A big kill on a core, right? But still, they need more. It's a 7k gold deficit at 14 minutes, which is gigantic. That's a lot of money.
It is. Huh.
So, are there any
Is there any what?
are there any
Dire's
items
bottom
coming
tower is under
the way of
attack.
anyone that can change this game starter? As we talked about, it was pretty close to Blink.
I don't think there's any items coming out for the Radiant anytime soon.
Oh no, that's not what I'd like to hear.
I think Blink Dagger and Tinker is the big one.
Okay, that's true. It'll keep him nice and safe.
Exactly. He'll be able to split push more. He'll be able to defend easier. It'll help a lot. As for the rest of their heroes, don't even need items necessarily. Omni Knight, he doesn't mind.
Dire's
Items
middle
help him,
tower
but they don't
is under
enable.
attack.
That's true.
Whereas on the other side, the Blink Daggers from the Shadow Blade on Tiny, the Blink Dagger on Slardar.
Yeah, a lot of scary items coming out from
Yeah,
Team
oh.
Spirit.
Can FNG pop the smoke? He can.
Pops Marauder,
Look at the vision.
if he
He
knows what's
spotted
up.
him.
Radiant are scanning. Dire are scanning.
Slow down a bit. No, this
Yep.
honestly favors Radiant heavily. Right?
Well, yeah, they might catch Illidan here. Pops the Shrine.
The arrow hits on the big creep.
He's tanky.
He walks away. The Shrine saving him. The double TP in. Alright, so that's kind of like, you know, you mess with Illidan again,
Yeah.
and we'll TP in to save him. He might have been a bit salty about the last bit.
Yeah, that's good.
Top lane, looking out for this.
Yep, Starter's got his Blink Dagger.
Oh boy, it's a big timing. It's the crush, the blink push, and full boss is an easy combo.
Yeah, very dead. And now Phobos has his Shadow Blade complete as well.
Now with the Slardar, they can hit up Roshan pretty easily. They even commit the Serpent Ward. It's not willing to waste time.
Dire's bottom
Oh, it's good,
tower
right?
is
When you
under
have a
attack.
hole on the map like this, you kind of just want to do it as fast as possible so you can get back to your positions.
Yeah, you don't want any of this nonsense like the bottom lane. You don't want Jakiro split
Exactly.
pushing.
You do not want this at all.
Now Armlet's going to be up on the Dragon Knight, I presume, even
Yeah?
or Illidan. Illidan, yeah.
Illidan
Dragon
takes
Knight, not necessarily the best carrier, but
Probably one of the worst in the game.
I was thinking more like early game siege. You just ulti and not really carry. It kind of works.
Yeah, especially when you get that Blink Dagger, right? You can
Yeah.
kind of just dive into the backlines freely without really caring too much.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
But alright, at least the Radiant get a tower out of it. Jakiro split pushes and takes one for free and he's still going.
Oh, can they catch him? Night Stalker again.
Dire's
And Omni Knight.
bottom tower
Dangerously
is
close to
under
get
attack.
Omni Knight, a big hero to die. They initiate with the crush, the amp applied, and he just falls over. The arrow
Long
does
arrow.
hit. He does have 2.1k HP on Phobos, so you know you can make it spooky outside, but that doesn't kill people.
No,
alright?
it does not. He's not afraid of the Dark Chain.
He's not afraid of anything, I don't think.
You could really see the status resistance coming in there when you got 5 seconds. They did not,
Oh, I
not
didn't-
even close to 5
yeah,
seconds.
I didn't even. I wasn't really watching Mirana,
Radiant's
but yeah,
top
that's a good
tower
point.
is under attack.
It felt like it was like half the duration or something. Pretty crazy.
And Broxy trying to defend, arrow sent out, but just misses on the other side. Slardar actually initiates on Broxy. That was a bit.
Beavers in deep.
The March and the Machines
Oh, boy.
causing this buffer that didn't allow the rest of his team to go on Broxy.
Radiant
I think Moonlight
structures
Shadow,
are
they're aware of it because of the amplified damage or corrosive haze. For all you new kids on the block.
That's right, Corrosive Haze. Get it right, Shane. That's what it says.
MB top lane, can they initiate? I like the one just have the ulti up in 1 second. Applies it. Illidan draining the damage and yet another kill. Seems easy on the Night Stalker.
Mid lane, Phobos getting run down too.
They're attempting to kill Phobos. I don't know about this guy.
No, this looks rough.
You know,
This is when you back it up.
he's standing
out.
beside your shrine and you're running away. That says a lot. FNG
the flying
catches out to
Dragonite.
Jakiro. I like to win on the front lines. They even trap him in some serpent wards. Phobos might go down here. Never mind. He's extremely tanky. Ivor's back. It seemed like he was only dead a second ago. Oh, they have another follow-up stun.
Alright. That's rough stuff.
Radiant's
Attack
middle
now,
tower
says
is
I
under
like to win.
attack.
Oh, maybe a little delayed, but he's got the right idea.
Yeah. This game seeming very difficult.
Yeah. You know, we didn't even talk about that either, where you can toss in the DK.
He doesn't need a blink,
Reliable
right?
stun. Exactly. Still good, but
Radiant's
for now he
middle
doesn't need it.
tower has fallen.
God, Tiny gets so tanky. 20% magic resistance on the talent tree. And
Oh
then you have
my
the
God.
status resistance stuff too. He almost died there, but wasn't
He
he?
got a regen rune 2 seconds after.
Oh
that as well.
boy. Just gets worse and worse.
He kind of seems like the story of the game, right? Top net worth in an offlane.
Yeah.
He got first blood on a solo Jakiro
Mm-hmm.
as a Tiny at level 2. And then
Unheard
just kind of snowballs completely out of control from there.
And you know, he did it all on his own. He set himself up for success. Very
That's
impressive.
a beautiful story, in fact.
Well, you're talking about the big blink dagger on Tinker. He's pretty close, Shane. 100 gold away. 200 gold away.
The issue I have with Tinker as a hero, you always, like, I feel you need to be kind of ahead, and then you need to be behind, if that makes sense.
That makes no sense at all.
Okay, early
Explain.
game you need an early boost of travels timing, and you need a blink dagger.
Okay.
And generally people play Tinker as like a stalling hero to like drag out the game.
Sure.
And if you want to play like that, you kind of need the other team to want to group up and push. And that's exactly, like, it's kind of weird, right?
Yeah, I get what you mean. He needs a lot of space to keep farming. A whole lot.
And if you want to snowball on Tinker, he needs a lot of items. Mid lane, MB is amped and also has a lot of drain
so
damage.
fast.
Yeah. And the alright, he just gets picked off again. He seems to be creating a lot of space for his team.
Of course, the most space.
Yeah, so
Dire's top tower.
So, you know, you have some problems with Tinker when people push 2 lanes, right?
it's definitely not ideal.
Yeah, can't defend them all. Gotta pick and choose.
And your march does no damage, obviously, to the serpent wards.
Yeah, there's a pipe Dragonite as well, so we can just sit there.
Oh, that's a pipe. On
Yeah.
Dragonite, amped up on the Morana, he's applying the shield. I like the win. Wishing he had that
dangerously
Aegis, but that nice toggling. Oh, the MB on the Night Stalker tries to initiate to get the void, but overextends on the other end. Illidan's just giving Jakiro the walk down.
Oh boy. So fast.
I like the wind turns back on his armlet, and they're ready to push again. Just having that pipe aura. Look how tanky Tiny is.
That's very nice.
And that's it.
Radiant's bottom.
No casualties.
Well played indeed. Buildings are dead. Time to back up. Man, oh man.
Yeah, it's just been a decimation, really. Just first of all, I think it all Tiny in the offlane destroyed. Mid lane, Tinker didn't get what he needed. He didn't get levels, so he wasn't able to get level 7 and farm as like a backup plan. He was like level 3 or 4 when
The dual mid lanes
Yeah.
just soaked up so much experience in both of them, right? But DK, no matter what, he's just gonna keep farming, right?
Radiant's bottom
And when
shrine
Tinker's at low
has
level, he can't really pressure him that much. Honestly, even if he was higher level, maybe you can't pressure DK as much as you like anyways when he has levels in Dragon Blood. He's got like 11 health regen with Soul Ring.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Tinker is like Blink Dagger is a good item, for Tinker. Obviously, it's his core item. But I think it only enables you to farm. You're not killing people with the Blink Dagger, and right now they need to kill people because he's all of their damage, all of their split push. It's a lot of pressure on Tinker. They catch out MB on the Night Stalker. Roxy blinks forward. Now that's pretty risky. Oh, GA is applied. Roxy manages with the rearm. He'll be able to blink back. This is a pretty decent fight.
Yeah, not bad. Best fight they've had so far.
Blinks forward. MB dies on the Night Stalker. He actually melted. The mana is proving an issue now.
But this is where it gets bad now.
I like to win. So tanky. They're trying to focus on him. I don't know if you want to focus him. He's really tanky. Oh, they get it with the proxy. At what cost, Brax? At what cost?
No. At the cost of his life, Shane, and perhaps the game.
That's an ultra kill for Illidan. 2 buybacks.
You know, it's nice.
Couldn't handle the load.
Yeah, it's nice to stay alive, right? But in the meantime, Razor's just stealing your damage the entire time, running circles around everyone. It's not great.
Maybe it's worth it, right? To kill to kill the Dragon Knight if
Yeah.
you die. But if you buy back, it kind of ruins it all. He does get some experience, some much needed experience, but
Yeah, better than nothing.
that's definitely true.
All these kills they have huge bounties on them, so.
They slow down Spirit's tempo.
Sure. I think Spirit are just waiting on Roshan, though, before they attempt another high ground push with pipe and stuff, so.
And then what's the answer? Like, you're gonna have the same push plus new items, right? So Biver has his Helmet of Dominator. He's gonna pick up a nice little key. Got the troll, more lockdown, more catch potential.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have nearly a heart on the tiny.
Jesus. Yeah. Well, he's a bit of ways, but working on it.
Mid lane, can they catch out Priestess? What's their follow?
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
Forced off into Hex. Very nice.
Alright.
It's just poking at them. I think this is, they just want them to come out of their base.
Like fading them out.
Yeah, and they fall for it. MB, how's he getting on KDA wise?
Don't look.
It wasn't pretty.
No.
He's had a hard time.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
We kind of spoke about this actually during the draft. Their initiation is literally Night Stalker running in.
That's very awkward. Especially when these heroes pick up, you know, BKBs later. Like Razor has one now. They can never stop him from getting BKB off.
Radiant's top shrine has fallen. Radiant's
Oh, no!
top tower
Oh,
is under
boy.
attack.
Oh, the troll!
His friend took the
Why-
bull.
Why didn't Biver tank it? You gotta tank it for your bro.
Next time.
Shadows take
Just that irresponsible stuff. Wards placed down, Illidan on the front lines, running very far forward. Fresh BKB, ready for action. So if anyone gets a bit cocky, he's just gonna BKB and charge them down. I like to win on...
These crabs hurt.
Yeah, the crabs are doing some damage. FNG, tanking quite a bit of hits, but Tranquil Boots have activated.
Oh boy, look at like the win builds. He's got the double hood into the pipe. Oh man. How can they kill him? That's some magic resistance.
He's so close to dying, can they finish him? They do pure damage, Brax. He can have as many fucking hoods as he wants.
Oh my, pure damage. That's the answer.
BKBs, they're overextending pretty hard here. Illidan's going to go down 2 from the rockets. All of a sudden, the Tinker's doing quite a lot of work. Phobos on the front lines with all this early game tank. He's going to fall down too. Never mind.
He's so
nice
tanky.
push from Biver. And some good, can they re-engage?
Dyer's middle tower
Seems like
is
they want
under
it.
attack.
FNG's looking mighty to accept.
Biver's in.
Maybe he's baiting.
Can he get a bash? He's a bit deep. No mana on the Tinker. Phobos on the back lines. Finishing off the Omni Knight.
Dyer's middle tower
Oh man,
is
they
under
baited the
attack.
Tinker even
Oh.
further forward. Can he?
Or did they?
He lives. 2,000 gold in the bank. Rax alive.
Oh my god.
All right, so
Shane, that was the best team fight they've had this entire game.
what happened? What went so well for them?
They just took way too much damage trying to force the high ground. They tanked about 1 million rockets, 1 million crabs. DK has maybe not the most efficient build.
That it's a pile of crap.
Yeah. He's going for another one as well.
Oh my god. Top lane. They managed to get Phobos picks off the Morana. Is he actually getting another one?
It's in his quick buy. I sure hope not. But he's mad. He's popped DK form, running at Jakiro.
He wants Dragon Blood.
Oh, he does.
They managed to pick him up. No water. Godlike. Almost. Hard complete. 4.5k life.
Yep.
This build's hilarious.
It is. Big fan.
That's sarcasm. Is it?
No.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Alright.
Okay, so these people are unkillable and buildings are dying.
BKB is popped. Everything just pressing forward. And that's pretty much it.
Radiant's top barracks has
They're
fallen.
unable to defend, essentially. That's... The wards are...
Here come the rockets.
Okay. When the marches start to build up, the rockets build up, this is when they can overextend, right?
Tinker's out of mana.
Oh, well, you know...
Radiant's
Oh,
middle
God.
tower has fallen.
Just completely dominant from Team Spirit. All game long.
Yep. It all started with the really kills. Tiny managing to get a solo kill in the offlane. Well, this is the last stand here.
They're going for it. The Shackle is put onto the Omni Knight. Very nice ice path. It's on 2. They press forward. Omni Knight goes in for the heal bomb. It's a bit risky doing that when the Tiny is...
He's clobbering you
He's
down.
absolutely melting them. Toss applied, the Flying Dragon attack. Wyvern gets the crush out onto the Roxy's Tinker. Alright, they do get some kills.
Troops are rolling out. This might not be so bad for MEGA-LADA.
Mega... I don't know. It seems pretty bad.
Shane, come on.
They're unable to do anything. Look how tanky
There's
these
the
lads.
Guardian Angel coming out. Now everyone's unkillable.
Wow.
For a bit. Alright, not anymore.
It's, you know, yeah, oh! Illiton pops the BKB. He manages to blink away. Nice little play. Can he get back in? Yeah, to get him after BKB. It looks like he's screwed.
Looks very unlikely. But yeah, you're right. This game looks quite over. Tiny is unkillable. DK is unkillable. DK has 3 hoods and a pipe.
It seemed...
Where did he master this build?
Honestly, Oh, he tosses him away. Will the hoods be enough? Can he toggle it?
Oh, there it is.
Oh. And
Smooth moves.
Roxy comes back in and to his demise. I like to win, just laughing at them.
Yeah.
Good
Alright,
game
that's
has
good game
been
called. Okay.
After something like that, I think you call a good game.
I think so too.
Let's check him out here.
Yep, no, don't look at that. It's
Magic resistance, 80%.
almost immune.
He has... Oh my god. Physical resistance, 60% and 80% magical resistance. What a genius build.
That's one way to get through the Tinker Marching Machines and Rockets. But in all seriousness, it's not a bad game. Team Spirit looking very good. Perhaps a bit better than their opponents. They definitely showed their experience in this game.
I think Mega's team, like, their players seemed very skilled. The draft just didn't allow them to show it.
That was a big problem, right? Omni Knight comes out, you think, oh, we're going to pressure in the Omni Knight lane, then boom, out comes Razor, and then that game plan goes right down the toilet.
Let's check out the stats and the scoreboard here. The laning went... The mid lane was even, but every other lane, or like bottom and top, Team Spirit destroyed.
They were smashing the side lanes big time.
Absolutely annihilating them. Whew. Tough.
Tough stuff indeed.
All right, so going into the second game, I think Mega just need to change up the draft a little bit.
I think it's really important for them to make sure their draft is open-ended, so they don't end up in that area where they feel committed to this lane, and then out comes some sort of counter pick, right? Like you need to be able to switch up the lanes, or you need to be able to put some of these heroes. There you go, excellent job. In some of these different positions, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna end up just like that, where you have Razor against the Omni Knight, and then in the off lane you have this Tiny that is not afraid of anything. Even if he doesn't get a kill on the Jakiro, he still basically free farms the lane.
I saw Tinker and I was like, you know, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
This is definitely the answer they needed to all other problems. And it just never really got off. If he kind of snowballs, that game looks totally different, right? Tinker's blinking everywhere. They have Night Stalker vision.
Yeah.
It sounds.
DK won't have his triple hood into the pipe build if Tinker gets a better start.
Yeah.
It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then they're golden.
As in they bought BKB.
Yeah. And then he's screwed.
Okay. We'll be back soon with game 2. So I'll see you guys soon.